Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool, it's not the final rule. So today we're tapping into the energy of Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or any placement in your chart. Gemini, okay? Thank you for your support. Thank you for being a real great sport. Let's see what's going on with the Geminis. Couple more shuffles here, couple more shuffles here. Gemini, the message that I'm receiving before I pull these cards is that you are experiencing a situation that you may assume to be challenging for you, but this isn't a challenge. This is just a test. I'm hearing this is a test, just a test. Beep. Any questions? Okay. So this is just a test. There's something that maybe making you uncomfortable at this time. There could be something that you're trying to figure out as well. Okay, you're trying to really put the pieces together. You're trying to hold on. You're trying to hold on to who you are. You're doing the best that you can at this time. But there could be a situation, Gemini, that is making you uncomfortable. And Spirit is saying it is only a test, and the less that you engage or allow this to disturb you, the more empowered you will become. So Gemini, whatever this is that is challenging you, igging you. When I say igging you, means getting on your nerves. You feel it is disturbing you. Spirit is saying for you to hold tight, okay? All right. And so with the Queen of Cups here, as you see, this person is holding a large, beautiful seashell here. And we know that seashells have, beautiful treasures within them. And it also, it's associated, with the water and the ocean as I hold this card here. So Gemini, Spirit is saying be mindful to make sure that you are taking a deep breath and just stepping back, not just in this moment, but whenever you feel something is disturbing or uncomfortable, that it is better to pause for a minute before you react, and pause so that you can be in observation, okay? So you want to be mindful, Gemini, of not over extending yourself, not getting too much into your emotions as we speak about water, Gemini. Even though you are an air sign, you could have water placement in your chart. And I see a cup sitting here. So you want to make sure that you're not going into your feelings so deep, because there's something to be learned. There's something about what you are experiencing at this time, whatever this is that's making you uncomfortable. Maybe you're not getting along with someone at work, or you could be having indifferences anywhere. But Spirit is saying this is not to harm you. They want you to maintain that reminder. This is not to harm you. There is light in this situation. There's something to learn, and something about this experience is going to teach you how to be still, even when moments are not favorable, because you are protected and there's no need for you to feel frustrated or overwhelmed. Okay. Maybe this is someone at your work. Okay. They're taking me back to a job, work, employment. Maybe this is someone that makes you want to, give them a three-piece and a biscuit. But Spirit is saying to hold your temperament, because it's something about stand back, and they want you to have a different perception of what's taking place, that there are more pieces to the puzzle, they're saying. So if this is about slander or gossip, whatever you are hearing, it's not real. Do not let it deter you. And if this is slander or gossip, once again, they're saying, remember that you cannot control what other people are saying or thinking about you or regarding you. But you can control how you respond. You can control how you react. If someone is trying to provoke you, annoy you, maybe intimidate you. I'm getting the energy of maybe you have a supervisor or someone in management. Maybe they could be trying to intimidate you or make you feel some kind of way. Spirit is saying it is just a test. It's only a test. So you need not to be confused or in the energy of feeling like you don't know which way you're going to go. The decision has been made. Spirit is saying, and the decision is for you to find the light in this situation. Okay. That's it. They want you to grow accustomed to when you are in circumstances that are unfavorable. They want you to become accustomed, Gemini, to resting and rejuvenating by going within, connecting spiritually. And does not matter what your belief system is, all are welcome here on this channel. And so, whether you're into maybe reading scripture, prayer, meditation, chanting, maybe you dance, maybe you read, maybe you like to go out in nature, whatever works for you that brings you back to your proper alignment. They're saying this is going to enhance your abilities, especially your intuitive abilities. So they want you to know this is a test. This is only a test. Okay. They keep giving me that to let you know that. So this is not to harm you and you are safe. And so they want you to practice whenever you're in an uncomfortable situation, not allowing yourself to become upset. You really have to, and especially, I get it, there could be tension. If this is your workplace, your livelihood, this is your means of how you provide for yourself and your family. That could be frustrating when a person is trying to provoke you. And so if it's something where you need to reach out to management to have a mediator, then Spirit is saying for you to do so. But they want you to enjoy your life and live your life. Don't be something about being so tense and upset. Learn to be still. Maybe it irritates you when you see this person. Maybe you become nervous or you get some kind of frazzle, anxiety feeling or sensation. But they want you to come out of that. They want you to focus on going within. Even if you have to speak to yourself and encourage yourself to calm down, this too will pass. Nothing is forever. And if someone is speaking or, maybe about your reputation, this is in the workplace, maybe you're hearing things floating around, or this could be in a community. Spirit is saying simply just let it be. Nature always takes care of its own. And I say that a lot, not because it's catchy or it's cute. I say that because it's just the truth. We watch the seasons change, and through observation, you notice and witness that nature takes care of its own each and every season repeatedly. Even the animals that live outside in nature, which is a whole nother world within a world, they have their world and we have ours, they trust and know, they are able to survive, they're able to thrive, they're able to move about in this life. And I'm pretty sure there are circumstances, even with a squirrel or a bird, from time to time, but they know life will go on. They'll continue to fly, and the squirrels will continue to play. Okay. So life will go on, and there's nothing for you to worry about, but they want you to work on ignoring this person, this energy, whatever this is going on in your workplace. So something's going on at somebody's job. This could be someone who's an authority figure or supervisor, but yeah. So if it's that bad, then they're saying, well, you have to go to HR and handle it the right way. One thing you should never do, you can do what you want in the workplace. If there is problems, a problem that is out of hand, and you feel that you're about to get maybe physical with someone and reach out and touch them, then you need to halt yourself and reach out to an authority on the job. Go into the administrator's office or whomever is an authority on your job wherever you work, and you have to voice what's going on. It's something about be mindful of catching a case, or getting in a situation that could be avoided, because this is only a test. This is a test. Beep. That's what I keep getting. Let them know this is only a test. And so it's all about how you respond, thank you, Spirit, to different tests that will be presented to you. Will you work your magic like the magician? Will you learn to stay centered and aligned? It's not about what you experience, it's about how you respond to what you experience. They're saying, will you take time to go within? Will you take time to pause for a moment? Like before I react, let me take a deep breath and pause for a moment, because there's something about you being still will allow you to see the situation different. And I'm not talking about turning the other cheek and just going along to get along. Sometimes we can have a misunderstanding or interpretation of what we are seeing or witnessing. I did a reading the other day, Gemini, about a person dealing with conflict with someone who has mental issues or are dealing with challenges in their own personal life. That doesn't give them an excuse to do what they are doing. But if someone is unable to comprehend, what you want to say to them, or they don't understand what peace is, there's a lot of things going on within a person, especially if you don't know them personally, that may just be really could be their fault or whoever's fault it is, but whatever's going on inside of this person, they don't know any better. They're on a whole different frequency, they're on a whole different vibration. But with this magician energy here, they want you to step into your power here. But you are protected and you don't have to worry. There could be something where you feel like you want to reach out and slap somebody, but keep your hands to yourself. They're saying, it's really not worth it. This person doesn't know any better. They really don't. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, if you were to take this person to the side, meaning one-on-one with nobody around, you will get a whole different response from them. People only perform or try to show out when they are around people. It's like in center stage or an audience. People are very concerned with proving their worth or their value through putting on a show for others. But if this person is acting like they're Mr. or Mrs. Tough Guy, one-on-one with no one else around you, I mean, no one else, this person would be a mushy, gooey gummy bear. Okay, so but they want you to back away, not even engage. Okay. Let it be. If they want to tire themselves out, if they want to spend a whole year, 2 years, it doesn't matter, but you need to stand in your power, is what they're saying. And so as you see, the feather is up. And when the feather is up, that means war. Okay. That means that, they're, at war with themselves on the inside, but you are protected. So the feather, up being up means that, you're ready to protect yourself and you are protected. You are protected. Okay. And you know what to do. As you see, this person has things in her arms, very full. The bowl, the spoon, looks like, yeah, this could be a book of recipes or, yeah, lots of information. She has her apron on. So, and there's all kinds of tinctures and mortar bowls, okay, and herbs hanging in the background. So you're well equipped with this magician energy here. You know how to reserve your energy. You know how to protect yourself. And with the infinity symbol, they're saying that you are so tapped in that you know how to protect yourself and move forward gracefully and not allow this energy or this person to pull you in a direction that you may regret. Okay. So keep that in mind. You have to rise above because people will be people, but you can't let these people, upset you. You can't, when you come across these goofies, you can't let them disturb you. Okay. This person may be dealing with something mental, something emotional, something very deep. Okay. They could be very confused on who they are. Maybe your presence or your aura collective may be a reminder, Gemini, of who they desire to be. Okay. And you could also be experiencing some form of an awakening that wants to assist you in heightening your gifts so that you're able to protect yourself as you move forward. In this world, it consists of many different levels of people, places, and things. And, you have to be able to maneuver around these cosmic streets, around these energetic streets periodically. And, the goal is to land on your feet and be able to move about. And so there's something about you being present or being in the company of different types and kinds of people. Not This doesn't have to do anything with race or your belief system. This is just being around a plethora, a variety, knowing how to communicate and deal with different people, even people that maybe, hey, you don't get along with them, but so what? There's a way to handle them with kitten gloves. There's a way to treat them very special. Like they're very, very special. So yeah. And so the Seven of Wands is here, and this is just a reminder that you are protected. You are protected and you are supported. And so they're having me repeat that. So that means, Gemini, come out of the worry, feeling like someone is going to cause some kind of catastrophic event in your life. Because as long as you continue to disassociate yourself or ignore this person, what they're going to do is find themselves in a tizzy. So continue to know your magic and work your magic and protect yourself at all times in whatever way is best for you. Okay, Gemini? So whatever you're dealing with, Gemini, it's just a test and this too will pass. Later.